Oh, my. That's called a spine tickler. Spine tickler.
No, I would not. That's called a rim check.
Welcome to Rim Check. I'm Rita Horner.
And
Before we get started, please like and subscribe.
And I'm Ian Dolan.
Speaking of boring white guys with bad breath, JJ Redick was quoted saying, "I think there's more guys concerned with getting a pregame fit on Instagram than they are worrying about the win and loss of a basketball game." Though, after hearing this, Skechers reached out to Redick in hopes of a sponsorship.
That's funny. Rita and I were just having this same argument. Speaking of which, go change. I can't do the show with you looking like a clearance rack from Forever 21.
Bro, this got mad clout on Instagram.
Go.
Fine. I knew I should have been the only fucking host.
What was that?
Nothing.
The 76ers have reported interest in acquiring former Sixer Robert Covington. You know, if this whole Simmons and Embiid thing doesn't work out, they should just bring back Sam Hinkie. Better.
Congratulations to Lou Williams and his family on a baby boy. The three-time sixth man of the year appropriately named his son Sixth.
Appropriately, I don't know about that name.
Yeah, he named his son for what he's known for. That would be like if instead of Eric and Don, Trump named his sons Bankrupt and Obstruction.
Kevin Durant was recently asked to rank his top 5 hardest players to guard in the NBA. In no particular order, he named LeBron, Kawhi, Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Lou Williams.
What? Isn't there someone missing from his list?
Oh, you mean two-time MVP and KD's former teammate, Steph Curry?
Yeah, I don't think he could have seriously meant to put Lou Will over Steph. He must have just forgot him, like how the voters did when deciding Finals MVP.
No offense to Lou Will, though. He's a great scorer, but I don't think he belongs in this top 5.
Maybe sixth?
Dwight Howard has been a really important player for the Lakers this year, doing all the little things like setting screens and grabbing rebounds, but he's still been making highlights with plays like these.
I think that was the wrong video.
Yeah, I don't feel so good.
Well, breaking news, the T-Wolves have traded Jeff Teague and Treveon Graham to the Hawks for Alan Crabb and some picks.
Who?
Woj bomb!
Carlos Beltran was recently fired from his job as manager of the Mets for stealing opposing team signs. This marks the 4th firing of a New York coach this season.
Kenny Atkinson must be worried for his job security and wants everyone to know that his signs are original.
Well, it seems like it's time for our weekly segment, The Stupid Fucking Thing Kyrie Said.
Bi-weekly, we're on every 2 weeks.
Well, the weeks we're not on, I ran about Kyrie to the homeless guy that lives outside the Barclays Center.
This time, Kyrie threw teammates under the bus after a loss, saying it's pretty glaring we need 1 or 2 more pieces. He referenced Dinwiddie, LeVert, DeAndre Jordan, and Garrett Temple as the guys to build around.
In response, the entire basketball world said, yeah, dumbass, the missing piece is KD.
Yeah, it was crazy when Kyrie said the world was flat, but you know when he's really lost it? When he says Garrett Temple was part of the Nets' core.
In that game, Kyrie went 6 for 21, scoring 14 points, and then blamed the role players for the loss. That's like murdering people and then blaming it on the NFL for giving you CTE.
It's not new that Kyrie is crazy. Normally, though, his game evens it out. On the talent crazy scale, he sits up there comfortably above the meta world peace line. The problem is, while Kyrie has barely played this season, he continues to run his mouth and piss off teammates and fans.
Reed, do you think the Warriors would consider trading D'Angelo Russell for Kyrie?
Ha ha. Yeah, I bet D'Lo would be great for Brooklyn, but for as much drama that surrounds the Nets, it pales in comparison to the constant 30-year shit show that has been the New York Knicks.
So, for all you tortured Knicks fans out there, we made a how-to video to make watching your team just a little bit easier.
Kevin Durant has been known to interact with fans on social media, and he recently decided to answer some questions from fans on his company's Twitter account.
KD is a true man of the people and the greatest basketball player of all time.
Are you joking?
One fan asked the GOAT what he would do if he was NBA commissioner. KD responded by saying he'd get rid of the NBA's age limit, then dip, which would suggest under Kevin Durant administration, a 12-year-old could play in the NBA if he's good enough.
I mean, if we're okay with children making our iPhones, then we should be okay with them being pro basketball players.
That's true, and if the rule ends up being successful, maybe the WNBA will adopt it and Reed will finally have an excuse to watch it.
Great point, Ian, but I could see how some people wouldn't be thrilled with the new rule. I mean, for one, aren't you exposing those kids to too much at such a young, tender age?
Well, why don't we do what you do when you're thinking about asking a girl out?
Sob loudly?
No, make a pros and cons list.
I mean, yeah, that.
So, for example, pro, it's an opportunity for teams to truly develop players.
Con, they really won't get the same education and experiences as kids their age. But pro, there will be a deeper talent pool for the league.
Con, they won't be able to go in the deep end of the pool.
Pro, they can use my floaties.
Pro, they'll get to eat at the best restaurants in the country.
Con, they can only order off the kids' menu. Oh, pro, they can finally afford that Brazzers membership.
Con, it won't matter because they'll be spending all their time in hotel rooms with grown men.
Pro, increased NBA viewership from the Catholic priest demographic.
Con, no more post-game massages from their priest. Pro, it would open up new sponsorships for the younger demographic like Proactive and Arizona Iced Tea.
Con, if we take all the jocks out of school, no one will be there to beat up the nerds.
Pro, they would get to learn from and spend all their time with the greatest basketball players in the world.
Con, one of those players might be Dwight Howard.
Good luck, kids.
Thanks to Chipotle for sponsoring this episode of Rim Check.
Chipotle is so delicious and healthy, Reed eats it for every meal.
$10.95 for a burrito this big? Now that's a steal.
Yeah, they're so good they burrito bowl over the competition.
Wrong sport, bud. Never mind. The fresh vegetables, beautifully cooked meats, tangy salsas, sour cream cheese, and just a little bit of sweet corn. It's just elegant. Thanks, Chipotle. Oh, God, that stinks.
Well, that's it for our show, but before we go, we want to give a few shout-outs.
Shout out to the hardwood for being the only thing able to stop Anthony Davis.
Shout out to Kawhi for being one of Rimcheck's biggest fans and for binging us whenever he's out on a load management break.
Shout out to Tinder for letting me know just what my ex has been up to.
Shout out to high school athletes for being the only kids whose bodies people are allowed to judge.
Shout out to Rats for making the Knicks only the second most disgusting thing in New York.
Shout out to the newest member of our crew, Rowdy. Look how cute he is.
Why is everyone I know a Nets fan? Anyways, shout out to all of you for watching the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Rim Check. I'm Reed Horner.
And I'm